My pleasure now to introduce Jeroen Verschilling from Kamworks in Cambodia.
So, good morning. My name is Jeroen Verschilling. I'm founder and director of Kamworks, and we are providing sustainable solar energy for off-grid Cambodians, and we're a social enterprise. And you've had a couple of presentations already. We have a lot more to go. So why don't you sit back and relax, and I'll take you on a trip to Cambodia. Please come with me. Sorry. So this is rural Cambodia. You see the houses. They're made of wood and straw. There's lots of water. People use that for a living. They are fishing, or they are farming. Now let's zoom in a little bit closer in to those households. There's a lot of villages. Actually, this one I wanted to show, and they are often without grid. You can see here. If we zoom into those households, we often find that people are using kerosene light again, like in Africa. It's a poor light, people have explained before. It's a dangerous light, it causes fire. They often leave it on all night, actually, and it's unhealthy. But actually in Cambodia there's 4 million people using that light, and they are spending about $29 a year on kerosene. If people are slightly better off, they usually have a car battery in Cambodia. They use that for charging their cell phones, they use it for their television, everybody wants television, and they use it for lights, of course. But it's a big hassle because they have a car battery and they have to bring it to the charging station. Every village has a charging station, more or less. And in the charging station there's an operator, you see him here on the photo, and he hooks up all the small and big batteries together, all the new, and put on a big generator, and he rams it full of energy. So these batteries don't last very long. And then people have to carry them back. They spend about $173 a year on car battery charging and replacing them. So that's a big cost, and it's really a negative choice. So what can we do about this? At Kamworks we are based in a rural location in Cambodia, in the countryside, as you can see, and we aim at providing solutions for these people. We are in the countryside because we want to be close to our target group, so we know exactly what's going on and what their motivations are. We have workshops and we have storage. We even have a training center from a friendly NGO next door where we can train our solar installers. We have been in business since 2006, developing various products, which I will show to you in a minute. And we have won several awards for those products. We currently have, this year we aim at a turnover of about $300,000. So let's look a little bit closer at our market. We have basically 4 market segments. The very poorest people are in usually straw houses, and they earn $1.50 a day. Slightly less poor people have corrugated roofs. Again, a bit more affluent people will have a tiled roof, and rich rural Cambodians have a brick house with a tiled roof. This is about 70% of the market. 20% and 10% of the rural people are rich. So we clearly distinguish them by type of house. This is very easy in our marketing strategy. Our first product for the top 2, so like the poorest 2 market segments, is the Moonlight Solar Lantern, and I have one here. It's a very practical, small product. It was designed in a participatory way with villagers in our street. The design team went out to communicate and to find out, observe the villagers in their daily life. They came up with 4 different concepts and they let the villagers try them. And actually, the villagers selected this one as the winning design. It is, has three light levels, low, medium, and high, which is enough for a villager to read or socialize or go out and catch frogs, fish. That's what people do. And they only have money for 1 light, so it has to be a multifunctional light. They have to be able to take it outside. It has to be rainwater proof, so they can use it in the rainy season. They can hang it around their neck and go cycling, catch cows or frogs or whatever God's missing, children. And they can also, if their kids go astray, they can even go to the toilet at night, which is outside, and they need their hands free. This shows to us that the design team did a good job on their research, right? Nobody's going to tell you their toilet habits right away. So you have to do a good job. So actually, our payback time for this product is about 1 year, because it retails for $25. The 1 year is compared to kerosene. And we can locally fix it. And that's important too, because we are producing it in Cambodia and people are asking, what do I do if it breaks? Because they have the experience of products that fail. So this is important about this product. Another thing is that we are developing a version with phone charging. If people are slightly more wealthy, they will want to have a solar home system that can power their television or charge their phone. You see the yellow box here. Let's see, it's on here. The yellow box is where the battery sits, and on the roof they will have a solar panel. You can see to the right. The box is sealed because there's a 1 year warranty. We give a 1 year warranty on it, and there's a solar battery in there that lasts longer. We have 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. It retails for $480 to $900. Because we have good quality, we have a warranty, we actually can provide solar loans, or we have a microfinance institute that provides solar loans with our products, and we have been doing that for more than a year now. So how do we reach those target groups? We have 2 ways to do that, and I will tell you about it. We have the rental program for the moonlight on the for the poorest people, because they can simply not buy the product. So they will rent it at 8 cents a day from a village entrepreneur. We can sell the product at $25 for the slightly more affluent people, and for the rich people, or affluent and rich people, we have the solar home systems which we sell on through agents, through sales agents. Now let's look a little bit closer at this village entrepreneur. This is usually a lady. We have 9 of them at the moment, and she goes to the village. She lives in the village. She goes to the customer, and we have trained her for that. It's a micro franchise model. It's a shared revenue scheme. We provide her with the lanterns, and she rents them out to our customers. And she takes part of that revenue. If she has 50 lanterns, her income will be $40 per month. And that's a decent income in the countryside for a part-time job. The experience that we have now is 1.5 years. And the important part of this is that she leverages her social capital. So the risk for payment is not that big. We train our village entrepreneurs that they can only rent out lanterns to people that they can really trust. And she provides also sales leads. So how do we scale up? As you can see on this slide, we are scaling up to a sales of $4 million in 2016. Most of that is sales, and some of it is rental. We're scaling up to 390 village entrepreneurs, which provide the leads to our sales agents. We how do we access those markets? Well, I just told you about the 390 village entrepreneurs, 16 sales agents, and we also do exports to other countries. We've sold about 3,000 moonlights up to today, and 500 of those went to other countries. We're training the sales force with our NGO partner that runs the training center. Currently we do production in Cambodia, but we will subcontract that in China, where our component partners are at the moment already. But we keep the repairs in Cambodia, so we can fix things when they break. In terms of financing, we're expanding the current cooperation with MFIs, and we are looking for an investment of 400,000 to finance our growth. This is where the investment will go. We have currently already a grant of 130K lined up. We have had some grant money in the past. You can see our cash flow is still negative a little bit, and we also have to do some additional investments in terms of facilities and some equipment to make sure that we can scale up. That totals to 400K, and after that we will slowly become cash flow positive. Our management team, we have 2 founders which are both technical and experienced in solar energy. It's myself at the bottom and Arjen Luxwolda in the top. And we have a CEO which has experience with sales and marketing management and management of large manufacturing facilities in China. And then to go to the impact, and what really counts here is, I think, the number of people that we reach. We plan on reaching just under 1 million people in 2016, and to create 420 jobs, rural jobs in the countryside. This is tough. Who can create rural clean energy jobs? UNDP, maybe. Not too many NGOs can, and we have a plan for this. So in terms of impact, we want to make sure that these boys can do their homework, that the fishermen can catch more fish, and that the lady doesn't have to use any more kerosene. Thank you very much.